right, Memorial Weekend. We're headed up to the Rangeley area to do a little fishing. Finally, this coronavirus bullcrap has really put a damper on the spring fishing for us. I'm gonna leave super early in the morning, but right now I'm driving up to my parents' house to spend the night because it's closer to the Rangeley area. So we're gonna stay there, and I'm actually gonna fish a little bit up there tonight, so maybe we'll catch a fish or two tonight. Stay tuned, guys. I'll get back to you when we get up to my parents, and launch the boat up there, see if we can maybe hook into a salmon or a lake trout. All right. Feels good to be out in this boat. Definitely a lot nicer than the old trout tracker. So what we're gonna do is just toss on a Northeast Troller spoon from the lead core. So my other rod here, I'm gonna run a fly rod. We're gonna run it a little bit shallower, maybe like 10-15 feet down. See if we can get some of those salmon that might be feeding on the surface as the sun goes down, the wind kind of calms down a little bit here. And what I'm going to use is just a sliding bait rig here, and you can get these right from Northeast Troller. We're going to be using these a ton the next couple days up in the Rangeley area. And I got a pack somewhere of old, well, they're not old because they're preserved, but preserved smelts from Northeast Troller. And I've had these open for probably 2 months. No sign of like deteriorating whatsoever. Not even sure what the guy uses to preserve these with, but they're pretty rugged. So we got a whole fresh bag of these different sizes, but see there, I'm just gonna hook this on the sliding rig here, toss her out. Deeper rod, and this reel is garbage, dude. Oh, dude, he came off. Nope. It came off. Oh, it came off, dude. That one's on. Nice fish. Reel is garbage. I have 200 feet of line out too. Yeah, nice fat lake trout. Look at that, guys. Yeah, there's a 22-inch. Nice 22-inch lake trout there on the Northeast Troller spoon. Let me get him right back. This is what we got it on here. It's the Northeast Troller Red Devil looking spoon here, and I rigged it with a single hook. I like single hooks for a lot of reasons, but you know, I got tons of videos on that type of stuff. But it's the size 100 spoon, and Northeast Troller. They're going to be linked down in the description below because I pretty much just use Christian stuff. So if you guys end up actually ordering some of these spoons, you know, any of his spoons, it'd be awesome if you guys could put in the memo when you make an order at Northeast Troller that you saw these spoons in action on my videos. So you know, it just kind of helps me out a little bit. So We're gonna get right back to trolling, toss this one back. This has been a really good color on this lake. I've caught a lot of lake trout on this you know, red devil looking color on a bunch of different types of spoons. In fact, if you look here, some of my old moose look wobblers that I used to use, I hand painted that pattern right on there because they work so good on this lake. So I'm gonna go right back to that spot and troll it again. Dude, there's just a ton of bait right here. So I don't know how much of a plan it was, but it's been pretty hot these last few days, and I decided to hit this west side here as the sun goes down. This side receives the shade first, and I figured, you know, maybe that some of those fish would start being a little more active a little more sooner. They might come up in the water column a little bit. Another hit. Yes, dude. Oh. Might be salmon. Yep, it is a nice salmon. Wow. Sick. And we're gonna keep him because that is exactly what I was going for. And look at that. Popped right out. This one's a nice little male salmon. Little hook draw on him. He's definitely over the, yeah, he's 19 inches, so we're gonna keep him. Alright, so you probably can't tell, but it's almost dark here. I'm gonna call it right here. That was a pretty successful, I don't even know how long I was out here, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Lost 2, landed 2, and had 1 other bump. The thing that's crazy is, this is the lake I won the derby on this year, the ice fishing derby. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but I've trolled out here for years, and sometimes, you know, you might make 5-10 trips without even catching a fish. So it's pretty crazy. When they're on, they're on. And when they're off for a long time. Last year was horrible, and the year before was horrible. I have talked to a couple guys that fish this a lot, my neighbors and stuff, and he's been doing pretty good too. So seems like they're on this year. So we're gonna head back to camp. Got this guy out and throw him in the freezer for maybe next week. We'll do a catch and cook video with him next week. All right, guys, so it's a few days later here, and we're back home. The Rangeley trip didn't go all that great, so there's not gonna be a video on that. I will put in a few clips here real quick for you. Here's the rundown. There was no shortage of fish. We caught a lot of really small salmon and brook trout. Pretty much everything was under 14 inches. And the trip probably would have been made, and there would have been a good video to go with it if I had landed 2 of the big brook trouts that I had hooked into. The first one was anywhere from 19 to 20 inches probably. The second one was a little bit smaller, maybe 18, 19, but they were fat, and I lost them both pretty close to the boat. So I really don't want to do this, but I will put that footage in, and it'll be forever remembered as the worst day ever.
I don't know. Yeah, we got another line wrapped in it, but he's on there.
Oh, that's a decent fish.
It's wide, dude.
That's a nice fish. That's a nice one.
That's a brookie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta be careful here. Dude, that's a, oh no! Oh my fucking God, dude, come on. Come on. Dude, that was a fucking huge brook trout.
Dude.
Wow, dude. What happened? You just thrashed around. All right, I see it, yeah. Put it in neutral. Everything's in, right?
Yep.
Dude, this is a good fish. Yeah. Oh shit. Ooh, no, please don't come off.
Just tow it. It's gotta be a brookie down there.
Come on. Oh, are you kidding me?
Dude!
What the
He was right there.
Was it a brook trout? It looked like it.
Was.
So anyways, we're gonna take that salmon that we caught up at camp, and we're gonna cook it up right here. I'm gonna do it real quick for you. A real simple way, easy way to just cook some landlocked salmon. So let's get it out. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. A lot of people just like to put some butter up inside there. salt and pepper, and then that's it. Because landlocked salmon have a pretty good, fresh taste. But I like to put a little bit of seasoning on there. So one thing that I use quite a bit is the magic salmon seasoning. And we showed this in another video a while ago, but I'll see if I can link it below. I don't know if I can find it online, but I got it right at the local supermarket. The other thing you can use is some type of lemon pepper seasoning. That works pretty good, but you don't want to put a ton on there. So this is what we're gonna do here. Just put a couple slices right inside. We're not going to skin this or fillet it or anything like that. We could, but with this these landlocks you don't really need to. Once you cook them, the meat comes right off the skin and it's super easy. Alright, so for this one I want to put a little bit of the salmon seasoning on there and just open it up and sprinkle a little bit on the inside. Just like that. That is plenty. Maybe a little bit on the outside. This is going to be all wrapped up in foil. So one thing I do when I go camping and stuff, I bring this thing with me. It's a multi-spice container, and I pretty much used the spice that was in there and dumped out whatever was left, but I refilled it with salt, pepper, the salmon seasoning that I just showed you, and then the lemon pepper seasoning. So I got everything I need right here, and that's plenty for a few fish. So I'm only going to use one lemon, cut it in half here. Put that up in there, that up in there, and then we just wrap it up. We'll go get the grill fired up and show you what else we're going to eat with this. So this is the second half of the meal. This is a fresh bag of fiddleheads, picked right along the riverbank. If you're not from Maine or New England, these are a fern that grows and people pick them in the spring and eat them. They're really, really good. They're called fiddleheads. It's ostrich fern. And you just boil them just like you would spinach or any other green. And a lot of people either like to soak them in butter when they eat them, or vinegar, or just salt and pepper them. I like apple cider vinegar, but I'm just gonna clean these up, put them in my pot, boil them. So that's what they look like right there, just a little fern. They get snapped off, and then you eat it. And you just toss this guy right on there. Yes, sir. Alright, the best way to eat these, a little apple cider vinegar, pour it right over the top. Yeah. Alright, so the salmon is all done. You can see, once it starts to get really well cooked there, the meat just falls right off the bones. You can see all the ribs right here. So you don't have to pick any bones out. You just put your fork and pull it away, and all this meat comes right off. It's a nice piece of meat right there. Put that right on the old plate. Whew. Now let's see what we got for a flavor here. Let's see how this tastes. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Go check out Northeast Troller. Christian has a whole bunch of different spoons, sizes, spinners, dodgers, preserved bait, all that stuff. Go check him out. And like I said before, if you do order from him, just put in the memo there that you saw his stuff on my channel here, and really appreciate that. So thanks for watching guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. I got it.